Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Daily Crypto News. With you, as always, myself, Mr. Vibe, and got my brother with me, Scott Tripp, aka the Crypto Beast. As you guys know, handle the admin work over here at BigONE, along with my brother Scott. He also handles social media. And this is our little segment we like to get together, kind of go over some of the crypto news headlines, bring them to you guys' attention, and see what you guys think about it. And today, like no other day, it's another day on the market. We're getting to experience a little bit of these thrills. It's been a little bit of green on the market. Some people have been really positive, but the overall sentiment of the last week is anybody's looking for something turn green, right? And they say if you stare at red long enough, that it'll eventually turn green. So guys, keep that in mind when you see the red on the charts. But before we get started today, I'm gonna let Scott take over for a second, tell you a little bit more about himself, and then we'll jump right into the news.
Yeah, for sure. Scott with BigONE, part of the social media as well as work for Asia blockchain community or Blockcast. Happy to be here. Excited for another day. Let's go.
Yeah, man, and it's Taco Tuesday here on the East Coast where I am. So I'm excited that I'm going to eat something with some Spanish cuisine, and today I can already smell it in the air. So I'm excited about that. So I won't keep you guys too long today. We're going to kind of jump into, I just want to talk a little bit about something that we'll probably get a little bit more into tomorrow is, there was a big meeting today in the US, and it was potentially, talking about what they're going to do with the interest rates and the lending protocols that they have currently. So it's going to be something big that could affect us in the crypto market. So I think a lot of the things that we see today is just people just being anxious and trying to buy without actually knowing what that verdict will be tomorrow. But it will have a large impact on all markets, not just crypto. But to jump into my first headline today, it's going to be coming from Cointelegraph. The headline reads, Kanye West wants royalties from paparazzi photos with the help of NFTs. You don't give us any percentage of what you make off of us, off our kids, and I'm going to change that, the artist told the paparazzi photographer. It's just really one-sided. You guys can follow us. You guys can stand from the hotel, stand in front of the hotel at any given time. You don't give us a percentage off anything that you make off of us and our kids, and he wants to change that. The paparazzi always argues that, without them, then, without their photos, then people really wouldn't be as curious about the celebrities as they are. But even for like someone like, people who use, Kanye's point is like for people who even get used as actor or as models for NFT projects and things like that, they get a percentage of those royalties. And he feels like that should be the same thing here. And I think, how OpenSea charges or sets up the royalties up to like 10% with what they're doing with OpenSea for NFTs. I think that would be something cool that, if somehow the percentage kind of got, given back to some of the people that they're following around and taking pictures of all the time. I think that would be pretty cool. So let's see what how far Kanye takes this one, because we know he's very ongoing and forward with his ideas and thoughts. So we'll see how far he pushes this one.
Yeah, for sure. Well, my first article, I want to continue off of where we kind of left off yesterday about OpenSea and the loophole / hack that people committed. OpenSea is reimbursing users after loophole led to steep NFT losses. OpenSea is reimbursing users who had their non-fungible tokens snatched up and resold for far below market value on Monday. An OpenSea spokesperson told Blockworks in a statement that the company is actively reaching and reimbursing affected users and is taking the matter incredibly serious. The spokesperson did not immediately specify exactly how much users have been reimbursed. The company says it's being quiet on the issue to avoid notifying bad actors who abuse it at scale before patching the problem. It's working on a product improvement, including a new dashboard that shows all active listing to address the issue. At least 3 opportunists exploited the OpenSea's loophole, at least. And they're not saying how many have actually done the loophole. We only know of 3 right now. It's a similar thing as like crypto.com saying, we're going to reimburse everybody. It's okay. It's only $15 million. And then it turns out to be $33 million. I have a feeling that with OpenSea, we're going to see the same thing.
Yeah, I mean, the nice thing about it is these platforms have the stability to back, when back these incidents when they do occur. So I think, just like you said, you probably will hear a little bit more about this, but definitely with OpenSea, whatever got taken, you kind of knew they were going to follow that same Crypto.com, give the reimbursement back. They'll deal with it later. Like they're there for the long term of the business, so they know that that platform will keep growing, and it'll keep and they'll keep making money going down the road. So I don't think that will be a big deal for them, but we definitely probably will hear a little bit more, as we always do. But my second article is going to be coming from bitcoinist.com, and the headline reads, Polkadot in the race to become FC Barcelona's official jersey sponsor. So Barcelona has been offered sponsorship package by Polkadot, and a slew of other sponsors eager to team with the club before their contract before their contract expires in 6 months. So the total value of the sponsorship may exceed 90.1 billion, with Barcelona still looking for corporations for the front of their jerseys, as well as the insignia on their sleeves and trading kit. Polkadot, a blockchain network that is founded in 2016, gained traction last year, is one of those in the sponsorship race. According to the recent release, FC Barcelona's categorized the protocol as a platform that allows a high number of transactions per second, namely 1,000 TPS, and is anticipated to reach 1 million once it's fully operational. So this is going to be super cool if Polkadot gets this to go through. It looks like they have some big marketing plans, and also in this they go on to mention Moonbeam and the network effects. And how big that's going to come, and how much they're going to market that this year. So if they get this deal done, it just goes to show that they have marketing already in place for the new the slot chain auctions, and this would be major. I mean, I talked to you about it, Scott, on a personal tip. Soccer is one of those sports that's very international, where it may, like here in the States, is not that big, but I'll guarantee it's big. Like we think we watch football here, right? Like American football. It's no comparison to like a World Cup. Like that magnitude is like big, and Barcelona is a pretty good club. So if they do get this deal, I think this would be a pretty good marketing plunge for Polkadot.
Yeah, definitely. There's no question about that one. And the other one is, this is interesting too. A YouTube CEO hints that NFTs could be added to creator platform. So they stated YouTube's intent to help creators capitalize on emerging technologies. YouTube CEO addressed YouTube's priorities for 2022 in a letter published Tuesday on the company blog. Among them, these priorities is a possibility of adding non-fungible tokens or NFT features for the platform video creators. What this could look like is yet to be determined. However, no additional details were provided in her statement, aside from the claim that the YouTube will use developments in the Web3 space as a source of inspiration. So I'm assuming I'm betting if it's anything like TikTok, they're going to take their biggest creators, make NFTs out of it, give them a percentage of it, and they get the rest of the sales for it. But let's wait and see what happens. There's always a way to capitalize it.
I think YouTube could take it a step further with the watch to earn. I think they could, people who use YouTube a lot and watch YouTube, they keep that platform running because they share the content that they're watching, correct? So if you can incentivize these people and then team up, like you said, with their top people right now, and their top content creators, then that's a win-win, right? So I think that's pretty cool. Definitely keep an eye out for more of that. To jump over to my last article, we're going to jump back over to Cointelegraph. The headline reads, Russian Finance Ministry official calls for crypto regulation, not restriction. So we kind of hinted at this yesterday. Scott hit the nail on the head and was like, hey, look, they're talking about banning crypto, but at the end of the day, the people are going to do it if they can regulate it. That would be a good something, right? Like to not be able to regulate it and not being able to ban it, that would be like a total disrespect. But we'll jump right into the article. And they come out and say, we need to give these technologies the opportunity to develop. In this regard, the Ministry of Finance is actively involved in the development of legislative initiatives in terms of regulating this market. So these comments were made during the RBC crypto conference taking place on Tuesday. Chebeskov said that the Russian ministry has prepared a proposal for the regulation of digital assets and is awaiting to hear the government's position on the matter. So, and that guy, he was like Kremlin is his name. He before this, he was a investment banker in Europe and in Russia, and he was a student at the pro Bitcoin state of Texas and has spoken out in favor of digital currency. So this is going to be something that we pay a little bit more attention to. I mean, we kind of called it yesterday and said that there was no way that they were going to ban it, but try to have some regulation. I think at this point, all governments are probably racing to how one day, you remember how like back in the day, everybody was racing to get to the moon? And then somebody finally got there. Now it's like, let's race to see who can come up with the best regulation plans for digital assets, in my mind. So it's going to be a lot of fun, guys. And you might hear the term banning of crypto a lot, but I think that we're safe to say that crypto is here as long as the people are here, right? So always keep that in mind.
Yeah, definitely. And then my last article is kind of a funny one. I always get a kick out of this. I know Vibin does as well. Elon Musk makes McDonald's an offer they can't refuse. Dogecoin pumps. The first Elon Musk stimulus package for Dogecoin holders is here. As the crypto market as a whole tumbles and tries to recover its balance, an Elon Musk tweet made Dogecoin pump. This time, the subject is McDonald's. The fast food restaurant's community manager had been teasing crypto people, offering them jobs now. The market is down, and Musk took the fight to their doorstep. I will eat a Happy Meal on TV if McDonald's accepts Dogecoin. The challenge is I will eat a Happy Meal on TV if McDonald's accepts Dogecoin. So far, the restaurant hasn't responded. The market did, though. Since Elon Musk's tweet, Dogecoin went from 0.133 to 0.1449, and the day is not over. Will the coin keep pumping, or is crash inevitable? We'll have to wait and see. And that's the thing, like with those pumps of Elon's, they're typically short-lived and then they're back down again to where they were before. So hopefully somebody is taking advantage of it a little bit at least, but I mean, I'm not expecting too much.
I think McDonald's should take this on. I mean, to pay Elon to be in your commercial would probably cost them a lot of money, right? But to accept Doge, how much would it cost them, to accept Doge? So I think this might be a great plunge for them. And then they can even cross-market it or hyper-market it and have Elon come out or have some type of Doge Happy Meal, Doge extra value meal, or potentially calling it the Elon Musk burger or something like that. We know how these things go. Definitely smart marketing. I always say this, like when it comes to Elon, he's a great marketer. He has a crowd of people that follow him and makes him a great marketer before a business, or not a business guy, but as more of a crypto guy, I think. So I think that's a great strategy. We'll see where it goes. Doge did get a little pump today, but we'll look into that pump right now because we're going over to our last section, which is over to TraderView, to kind of look at get a look at the total market cap and some of the dominance factors. But before we jump into that, I'm going to see where Doge is currently right now. It is Doge is up 2.58, so it pushed its way up to 14 cent. Let me launch this chart. Yeah, I mean, it's still, that we know the market trend currently is going, on a downward spiral, but yeah, I mean, it's still just coming down. It could, Doge is one of those things, man, like I never count out, I just think Doge could bounce anytime, just based off of, the wells that's there and what they could do if they really wanted to. But we'll see how it goes along, right? But to get over to what we were talking about with the total crypto market cap, today, the actual total crypto market cap is at 1.63 trillion. So to me, still kind of the same where it was yesterday. I mean, we got a little bit lower last night after we got done our stream. We kind of seen some of the 1.58s and 1.57s, and then today we're right back where we were yesterday when we were recorded. And if you looked on Twitter or social media, you would think the bull run was back on, right? So always be careful, guys, when you're looking at social media. The Bitcoin dominance is still up at 42.37, still a little high for my liking. And the Ethereum dominance is at 17.62. So today we got a little bit of a bounce in the alts, but the dominance didn't really read that. So be careful, guys. Especially trying to catch the falling knife. We're trying to just tell you guys to be patient, wait it out. But if you feel like this is a good zone for you and in your investments for your portfolio, don't let anybody tell you different, because it's always our portfolio, right? So as always, guys, we appreciate you guys being with us. Before we get out of here, I'll let Scott jump back on, give his closing statements, and then we'll catch you on the next one.
I just wanted to mention, I'm finding some videos and different things on AMM marketing and learning a little bit more. So we'll probably have like a few minute education session here later this week on what AMM is and how it's beneficial to you as part of the BigONE platform. So I definitely suggest looking into it, because it's brilliant when it comes to tokens doing it themselves on our platform with, of course, BigONE's agreements. But also for people who are investing in AMM mining, I think it's impressive the percentages that you can gain back as long as your community is large and you could get their backing. But yeah, I will be talking to you guys again tomorrow. So I hope you guys have a wonderful day.
Yeah, guys. Until then, peace.
Peace.
Enjoy your Tuesday.